What's something you can't tell your parents? Back in high school I wasn't as good as they thought I was. I just never got caught doing the bad shit that I did. In the opposite, my parents always suspected I was doing something I shouldn't have been doing, but they were wrong almost every time. They still found ways to get me in trouble, even though I didn't do what they were accusing me of doing. I don't really have any desire or goals to do anything. The only reason I'm even in school is to put off having to work for the rest of my life, because I don't think I can do it. It's great that you are in school. I feel the same way, but can't even do school. I know that she's $500,000 in debt and does meth. That's rough, buddy. Shit happens. I just hope she changes before I get to the point where I will tell her that I know how scared I'm to have brain surgery in a few months, and how angry I'm this has happened to me. I know how stressed and worried they are already, and I don't want to add to it. I personally know how terrifying it can be, had a tumor removed plus cranioplasty, but honestly there is a light at the end of the tunnel. The physical pain is minimal to non-existent. Afterwards you will be back stronger. A word of caution. Despite family and friends all showing great support and doing their best to understand, getting in contact with tumor charities and other brain organizations I found to be a godsend. Other people sharing their experiences and offering advice having been through the same thing was vital. Good luck with the surgery. If you have any questions or need some advice, give me a shout. Thank you so much. I've got a rare type of tumor, which is thankfully benign and not actually causing any issues at the moment. They sort of found the tumor by accident doing a scan looking for blood clots, which they found. Surgery for the tumor won't be for a few more months because of being on blood thinners. I know my situation could be so much worse, and I'm so thankful to be in a country with free healthcare. It just came at such a bad time for me. I'm only 19 and was just trying to start a career and saving for a house with my boyfriend, and now everything has to be put on hold for this. It sounds selfish, but I'm just so angry about all my plans that this has stuffed up. Ever since I could remember I've been extremely depressed. As I was younger I made a promise to myself, if my life didn't get better by the time I'm 23 I would end it. Right now minus the covered life pretty alright, and since I didn't plan to make it this far, I'm not sure where I want to end up, but it's okay. I'm going the right way. They are a pretty shit example of how you should live your life as an adult. They haven't done anything particularly bad, but just how they deal with finances and emotions and everything. It's unhealthy and not planned ahead the slightest, and they suffer a lot because of it. Damn bro. This hit me so hard. They try their best, and they love me, but it's just that they aren't the greatest example of how to do it in this life, and the way they handle their emotions and finances hurts me. Everything as they are both dead. Mind you, I'm 65. That I don't see a future for myself. They deserve better than to think they failed me, but in beginning to suspect they already think that. I felt similar in my mid-20s. Working dead-end jobs to make ends meet, and figured my parents would feel like it was somehow their fault that I wasted the opportunities they gave me. Things can turn around in the blink of an eye. 10 years on, and I never thought I would be where I am. Financially or otherwise. Things may not look bright now, but you never know what the future holds, and ensure your parents are proud regardless. My girlfriend and I won't be having a wedding. Sure, we'll be going to the Justice of the Peace and having a small reception. But my mom doesn't understand the concept of not having a wedding. I absolutely cannot tell her flat out no, you're not going to be getting a wedding out of your only child. I'm considering moving away without telling anyone, them included. I've been having difficulties improving my life, and it eats at me. I know they don't think poorly of me, but when I'm around them I feel inadequate. Even though I do enjoy their company, I think I need to go someplace where no one who knows me is nearby to get into a good state of mind to make the changes I need to make. But there's always the fear of being wrong, so I don't know if I'll do it. I'm not happy with my body, life and friends to the point that I've contemplated suicide multiple times. I know I'm some random ducko on the internet, but I'm really sorry to hear that. Things can be better. You can DM me if you wanna talk about it. Hey mom and dad, remember that freelance graphic design job I started 4 years ago? The one I was making more money than my old job at. I'm actually drawing furry and pony porn. Loads of it. Even worse than that. Some might not even be legal in the US. I'm not really sure. Technically they are animals. But I can't turn down half my monthly mortgage for 4 hours of work. If someone wants some falcon or cub art, they pay a premium for extreme stuff like that, and I can't resist the money. So yeah, sorry about that. I definitely am not designing people logos. I'm not even sure if there is money in that anymore. I know for a fact my artist friends that don't do porn aren't making nearly as much as me despite some being vastly superior artists. Hopefully you are at least proud of me for being self-sufficient. They are shitty parents that child never married, let alone have children. I really resent them. My unstable mental health. I don't think they'd understand. I used to nick mom's pot when I was in high school. I'm sure if I told her she'd laugh. But my stepfather got the blame at the time. Are you smoking before work? The stash is getting kind of light. And that man has a long memory. I can't tell my parents how difficult they have made my life by neglecting me emotionally as a child. It used to be a bit of a meme that daddy never hugged me. Well, like that. But to such an extreme degree that it actually qualifies as damaging. I didn't have a headache that night. I was just high AF. They know. I'm pretty sure my brother and I have intimacy issues because of them. I hate pointing fingers because it solves nothing. But there's a reason your sons are in our 30s and only now getting to know women. Yo, I bumped this. Believe it or not. Bullying your child about love and not having any real conversations about it makes it hard for a kid to put himself out there or even think about it in the first place. That I have online friends. I know they just care about my safety. But it's the only way that I can talk to people that understand me. I'm old enough that it shouldn't matter either. This big time. I've had online only friends across the world for years and they're amazing. Absolute rock in my life, but my parents would freak out if I said I talk to people I've never met from across the world. That I'm adopted. It would break their hearts. They're adopted. That I'm not mad at them, and I love them despite not talking to them for 10 years. Send them a Christmas card with exactly that statement. That the guy they tried and failed to get away from me in a party sexually assaulted me while I was blackout drunk. My boyfriend. My parents are very old fashioned and having a boyfriend at 20 is seen as a crime. They'll force us to break up after they scold and or beat me. My boyfriend's been the best thing to happen to me and I'm not ready to give him up. Nice try, mom. I got a vasectomy. My mum really wants grandchildren, but it's never going to be from me. I've been very open about not wanting children, but she thinks it's just a phase. The main reason that I can't tell them is that my sister has been trying and unfortunately failing for years. The pressure has slowly shifted towards me being the one to carry on the name and so on. I think it would break her heart. I was a cam girl for a year while I was living in their basement. That I don't believe in God/Jesus. My parents aren't very religious, but they are wholeheartedly Catholic. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching this video. Leave your thoughts in the comments below.